Back to you.
Adit Kothari, the irony of it all that Pakistan has been time and again castigated for harboring terrorism, breeding terrorists and terrorist entities, including Lashkar-e-Taiba, which is a UN designated terrorist organization, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Jamaat-ud-Dawa. They are all United Nations designated terrorists and terrorist organizations. How much faith can the world have on Pakistan when it shares a committee on countering terrorism?
So I think when we look at what United Nations Security Council has essentially become, it has become a toothless organization where it's running agendas for predominantly certain countries with vested interests, which is why we are today seeing the mosquito essentially becoming a mantle holder for an anti-malaria campaign. I mean, Pakistan holding a seat for an anti-terrorism body is it's a mindless thing to see, to witness. I mean, what are we going to see next? Hafiz Saeed becoming the United Nations human rights chief at the end of the day? So, this is quite a joke, and the United Nations is essentially making a joke out of themselves at this point, because the world is actually going to question, what United Nations is truly standing for. If you're going to promote the epicenter of global terrorism, asymmetrical warfare, to becoming a caretaker of, terrorist authorities and bodies around the world, which basically manage their day-to-day activities, I don't think there's much to say. But there is this mindlessness when it does come down to Pakistan-sponsored terrorism from a Western perspective. We have been the first casualties of Pakistan-inflicted terrorism for the best part of 50 years, and many of the Western countries, our own allies, would be tiptoeing on it. They would harbor this sense of political correctness when it would come to Pakistan-sponsored terrorism. They would not want to sort of address that particular issue. Even today, we seeing United Nations and United States tiptoeing on it. The United States religious bodies are basically promoting LET, members as part of their religious faith advisors. So, it basically questions whether or not the Western allies and the United Nations is seriously concerned about global terrorism as a matter of subject.
Gautam Mukherjee, let's hear it from you with regards to the